What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with that real boxing talk. It's the boxing clinic, you dig. Afternoon grind, man. You know, ripping and running the day, man. But I still be consistent with these videos. And thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. Like and dislike, negative, positive comments. You know, some promo better than no promo, you dig. And you know, your favorite boxer, Adrien Broner, you know, starting to talk again. You know, he dropped his mixtape on the 15th. You know, I heard a lot of people wasn't happy with it. You know, they didn't like it. But, you know, I'm not giving nobody a listen, you know, in their second career when they ain't even doing what they supposed to do in their first career. In this case, it's the boxing ring. And, you know, he called out, you know, well, basically he asked the fans, I'll show you the screenshot, you know, which rematch should he pursue next? You know, Shawn Porter, you know, or Mikey Garcia. And we'll get into that screenshot in 1 second. And I think he needs to do something else, quite honestly. But here you go. Shawn Porter versus Adrien Broner 2. Mikey Garcia versus Adrien Broner 2. You know, Showtime, Shawn Porter, that's his Instagram. First, or Mikey Garcia, that's his Instagram. You know, first, fuck all this fake shit, people dodging fighters. You know, he said some other shit that don't even matter. You know, Floyd Senior said he needs a new team. A lot of people think Adrien Broner needs a new team. Let's start there. I'm not going to beat that sentiment down. I did a few videos on that. But hopefully him and his coach sat down, Mike Stafford, and see where they can make some adjustments in his career. He got too many yes men around him. But not just because he got yes men around him. He has a mentality that's broken. And his priorities are fucked up, especially here. And a lot of young people is coming up, priorities are fucked up. But by the time you about to turn 30, your priorities should start falling in place. And myself, I get priorities fucked up from time to time. And a lot of people do. But for him, you know, this is his way of living. And he has a chance to become so much more than what he is. Especially in the sport of boxing. And probably on a personal level, but let's keep it on boxing. You know, he had, you know, 3 trainers at one time that can help him. He usually trained on their headbangers with Barry Hunter sometime. He had Mike Stafford, and he had Kevin Cunningham as well. 3 world-class trainers that had world champions before him. And it seems not to be working for Adrien Broner. And I've noticed that he needed another coach around the Marcos Maidana fight. Just for the simple fact that he wasn't respecting Mike Stafford. It wasn't that Mike Stafford didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Simply, he was tuning him out, especially in the corner, in the Maidana fight. And it seems that, you know, Mike Stafford can't reach him no more. You know, he's a voice that Adrien Broner doesn't hear. And, you know, he needs to get with a disciplinarian type coach, which would be Floyd Senior, and be perfect for him. He doesn't need a social coach that he's cool with on a level like a Freddie Roach or something like that. You know, Virgil Hunter and training with Andre Ward, that could be his mentor, or, you know, with Floyd Senior, where he can have a lot of, you know, good people around him and help him, you know, reach where we need to reach. Jeff, Roger, Floyd Senior, Floyd Jr. as well. But, you know, and one thing he needs to do is, you know, change his environment. I think that comes with changing his, you know, his mentality. He needs to move out of Ohio. You know, he thinks he's a superstar in Ohio and all that shit, man. And he just needs to, you know, relocate somewhere for a very long time and then go back to Ohio once he gets everything situated in his life. Just too much shit changes, you know, too much shit goes down in Ohio when he goes home. And I think he just needs to, you know, move out. You know, I think that's where it starts there. Moving to a place that, you know, that's pretty much, you know, foreign to him. You know, I don't understand Vegas. He's been to Vegas a lot of times. But it'd be a change for him. You know, it's a lot of A-listers that come to Vegas. You know, he wouldn't be a top biller there. You know, he'd just be a regular guy, you know, in Vegas. And, you know, he could start his career over, in my opinion. Or he go to Oakland with Andre Ward, and he could start his career over there as well. And, you know, and be under the tutelage of those guys, and they can help him with the mental and the physical side of things. And I think that'll be a perfect situation with Amir Khan, Berto, and all those guys up there. They can help him, but, you know, if he jumps back in a rematch with both of these guys, man, you know, it's definitely 100% loss. You know, Boxing Rec might as well mark that off as a loss today, you know, if he makes the fight. But Shawn Porter, you know, says he wants to pursue Danny Swift Garcia. I'll talk about that in another video. He pulled out the Lorme fight due to a death in the family, I would believe. But, you know, I think Adrien Broner will have a better chance of beating Shawn Porter than Mikey Garcia at this point. Just because Shawn Porter, I just don't know, man. I'm not too high on Porter. I think Mikey Garcia is a better grade of fighter. I'm not saying if he fight Garcia, he'll lose. I'm just saying, as far as, style matchup for Broner. I think, Shawn Porter is there to be beat, in my opinion. But he has no shot, without changing some things up. I think he should take a year off and rebuild his fundamentals and rebuild his technique with somebody that know what the fuck they doing, or can get through to him. But, it is what it is with him. I think Shawn Porter would be a more winnable fight. Even if he took it tomorrow, it'd be a winnable fight for him. Cause Shawn's style is geared to fight taller guys, and it's very ugly and nasty. When he fights guys his own size, height wise, and I think he has a lazy jab, and he does some things, but I still don't think Shawn Porter will knock him out in the rematch. He's just not clean enough, and he doesn't control his distance enough. He doesn't find a groove he needs to find a groove at. To find a distance that I mean. Like Earl was able to, create a distance, adjust the distance to kill where Kale couldn't hold him, and he still can work. Shawn Porter just over commits, and he smothers his own work, and he makes it, uncomfortable for guys, but he also helps guys survive by overshooting his own work, and they're able to hold him and reestablish distance, and he got to work all over again and get back on the inside. If he was able to, find a distance that's comfortable for him and get the timing down and the distance down, he'd be a more effective, fighter. He might get some more knockouts as well, but that's just not his style at this weight class. I think Garcia will have an opportunity to knock Broner out this time around. For the simple fact, he's used to the weight now. He's more confident in his win. He's more confident in his power. He's more confident at 140, for the simple fact that he's done it before, and the simple fact he's gonna be able to look on film and see where he made mistakes from Mikey Garcia. Versus Adrien Broner, and he made some mistakes. He left some real damage on the table there. He could have did a lot more body work. He could have used the left hook a lot more than he used it. He could have used the right hook a lot more than he used it. But I think he wasn't expecting Adrien Broner to move around so much, man, and I think that kind of took him off key. He was expecting Adrien Broner to be a little bit more stationary, and I think that's what most people thought the knockout would have generated from. Nobody thought Broner was going to move around so much, and I think that this time around he could be more prepared for it, and now he can be prepared to ready to cut the ring off and sit down on his punches a little bit more. Now that he knows Adrien Broner's game plan and tendencies, because Broner threw a lot of people off by moving, but I don't think Broner will get knocked out by either one of them in a rematch. I think he will get outclassed by both of them around the same way. But I think more likely, Mikey Garcia could score the knockout. Just because Shawn Porter he's just messy and sloppy, man. He's not one of the guys I like to watch. It's just because he can't find that distance he needs to find. But if he could, man, he could knock out Adrien Broner, easily. Easier than Mikey Garcia could. But he can't. But, it's your boy. We gone.